In the dazzling whirlwind of Hollywood's most enchanting spectacles, few stages capture the raw essence of human spirit quite like Dancing with the Stars. This iconic competition, where celebrities shed their scripted personas to embrace the vulnerability of rhythm and movement, has long been a proving ground for resilience, grace, and unexpected triumphs. On a vibrant evening that pulsed with the infectious energy of TikTok trends and remix anthems, the 34th season delivered a night of unbridled celebration and poignant eliminations. At the center of this glittering tapestry stood Hilaria Baldwin, the multifaceted yoga guru, author, and devoted mother of 7, whose samba performance became more than just a dance. It was a testament to perseverance, partnership, and the unwavering support of loved ones. Flanking her from the audience were two titans of entertainment. Her husband, Alec Baldwin, the legendary 30 Rock funnyman turned dramatic powerhouse, and Kris Jenner, the indomitable matriarch of the Kardashian dynasty, whose presence alone could turn heads and spark headlines. The episode, themed around the viral phenomenon of TikTok Night, transformed the ballroom into a digital age playground where contemporary hits were reimagined through the lens of Latin flair and freestyle flair. Hilaria, at 41, paired with the charismatic pro dancer Gleb Savchenko, channeled the sultry hip-swaying samba to the electrifying remix, Shake It to the Max Fly, by Moily, Silent Addy, Skillabang, and Shensia. The track's pulsating beats, layered with reggae-infused drops and rhythmic hooks, demanded precision and abandon in equal measure, a perfect metaphor for Hilaria's own life, where disciplined wellness practices meet the chaos of raising a bustling brood. Clad in a shimmering ensemble that caught the lights like stardust, Hilaria moved with a fluidity born of years teaching yoga retreats and navigating the unpredictable terrain of family life. Her extensions were sharp yet soulful, her footwork a blend of technical prowess and emotional release, as if each step were a deliberate exhale after holding her breath through the pressures of public scrutiny. The judges' panel, a mix of seasoned eyes and fresh perspectives, offered feedback that encapsulated the night's highs and hurdles. Carrie and Inaba, ever the stickler for emotional connectivity, praised the duo's palpable chemistry but gently nudged toward tighter synchronization with the music's ebbs and flows. Bruno Tonioli, with his theatrical flair, lauded the fiery Latin fire that ignited the floor, while Derek Hoff highlighted Gleb's innovative choreography that wove TikTok-inspired gestures into classic samba lines. Derek's own history as a DWTS champion lent weight to his words, reminding viewers of the grind behind every polished routine. In the end, Hilaria and Gleb tallied 22 out of a possible 30 points, a score that propelled them into the night's top 5, a hard-earned reprieve that allowed Hilaria to exhale and embrace the moment's joy. For a contestant who's balanced rehearsals with school pickups and bedtime stories, this milestone felt like a quiet revolution, a declaration that midlife reinvention knows no bounds. But the true magic unfolded not on the dance floor, but in the stands, where Alec Baldwin and Kris Jenner formed an unlikely yet utterly fitting cheering squad. Alec, 67, the father of Hilaria's 7 children and a figure whose career has traversed comedic brilliance in Saturday Night Live sketches to intense roles in films like The Departed, sat with a mix of paternal pride and boyish nervousness. His face, etched with the lines of a life lived large, from Broadway triumphs to tabloid tempests, softened as he turned to Kris with a question that cut straight to the heart. "You know a thing or two about beautiful talented women. How's my wife doing?" It was a line delivered with the timing of a seasoned performer, yet laced with genuine vulnerability, a husband's subtle plea for reassurance in an arena where scores can sting like critiques from a demanding director. Kris Jenner, 69, the architect of one of television's most enduring franchises through Keeping Up with the Kardashians and its sprawling offshoots, responded with her trademark blend of empathy and effervescence. "She's getting a 10 from me. All the time," she declared, her voice carrying the warmth of a lifelong confidant. Leaning in, Kris elaborated on what made Hilaria's endeavor so extraordinary. "Any woman who can be doing this having had 7 kids is an ace in my book." It was a sentiment that resonated deeply, bridging the worlds of the Baldwins and the Jenners, two families synonymous with blending high-octane careers with the tender demands of parenthood. Kris, mother to 6 and grandmother to a growing empire of mini-moguls, knows this dance all too well. Her own daughters have graced reality TV screens while juggling empires, much like Hilaria's pivot from wellness influencer to ballroom contender. Their shared laughter in that moment, captured in a TikTok clip that would soon amass millions of views, underscored a rare camaraderie in Hollywood. Women lifting each other up, not in competition but in collective awe. This wasn't Alec's debut as Hilaria's most ardent fan in the DWTS audience. Just 2 weeks prior, on the season premiere of September 16, he had arrived en masse with their lively clan. Carmen Gabriela, 11, the eldest with her budding artistic flair, Rafael Thomas, 10, the soccer enthusiast, Leonardo Angel, 8, full of boundless energy, Romeo Alejandro, 7, the quiet observer, and the youngest trio, Eduardo Edu Pau Lucas, 4, Maria Lucia Victoria, 4, and Hilaria Catalina Irina, 2, who turned the bleachers into a pint-sized pep rally. The sight of Alec, arms laden with toddlers and older kids clutching glow sticks, was a portrait of domestic devotion amid the flashbulbs. Hilaria, still buzzing from the adrenaline of her premiere jive, had opened up to reporters afterward with unfiltered gratitude. "I'm very grateful that my family is here and supporting me," she shared, her eyes sparkling under the studio lights. For Hilaria, whose days often dissolve into a blur of organic smoothies, podcast recordings and playdates, the presence of her loved ones reframed the competition as a family affair rather than a solitary spotlight.